नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedars, Kotaris, visitors, viewers, sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha all over the world, cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha all over the world, enriching temple, Bididi, Singapore, Singapuram, Oman, Sivagangai, Chorpatti, Nepal, Rajabalayam, Adinam, London, Kashi, Minot, North Dakota, Warrington, UK, Ohio, Praia, Columbus, Sri Lanka, Bengaluru North, Toronto, Tirukkailaya Adinam, Seattle, Chidambaram, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Los Angeles, Arunachalam, Surrey, Canada, Oklahoma, Somanatham, Nityananda University, Paris, Houston, Kalahasti, San Jose, Madurai, Charlotte, Srisailam, Scottsdale, Arizona, Cluj, Romania, and some more cities are joining. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I am ready. Let's start the mantras. Just before entering into the mantra, our publication department has done an amazing work of already releasing the e-book of Upanishad Demystified Living Advaita series, my introduction to Upanishads. My introduction to Upanishads, all these days satsangs are already transcribed and available as an e-book. You can download it freely from our website nityananda.org. Upanishads Demystified, Akashic Records about Upanishads Revealed, Living Advaita series. The book is already ready. Thanks to publication department. Give a good hand to publication department. Blessings to publication department. They are really, really active and doing a wonderful job. Great. Let me enter into the sutras today. Let's invoke the presence and blessings of Mahadeva and all the rishis. Let them all bless us to vibrate in the same frequency, so we understand and experience the Upanishads. पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, the yon is full, fullness. Fullness. This from fullness, fullness doth proceed. Withdrawing fullness of, even fullness then itself remains. Now an introduction. Understand? A normal man's life in the waking state runs based on logic. How much ever you condemn logic, you can't drop it. Understand? Even after realizing the state of God, if I feel like sneezing, I have to pick up the kerchief and wipe my face. It will not come by itself and wipe my face. A waking state of human life is bound by logic. It functions by logic. Logic is the law of waking state of human life. But human life is not just waking state, as we are all made to strongly cognize. That is where we need to understand. Listen. When the emotion interferes in any equation, logic loses its base. For example, 2 plus 2 is 4 is logic. But in a painting, the paint you used and the canvas put together is not painting. That is not equivalent to painting. Listen. You can't even come to the logical conclusion. The amount of force used by the painter on the brush which reached the canvas and made the paint stick to the canvas, no. The amount of paint used, the amount of force used, the canvas used, all put together can never equate painting, because the component of emotion involved. That is why even the country law gives huge punishment if the crime is heinous crime. All murderers don't get hanged. Only if it is rarest of the rare, they get hanged. What decides the rarest of the rare? The emotion involved in it. Like a child is killed. A child is raped and killed. Naturally, too much of emotion involved in it. The child has a future. It can't defend itself. It can't protect itself. Defenseless life, which has a future, when that is harmed or killed, naturally it becomes rarest of the rare crime. Understand, in any field, when the emotion is involved, logic cannot be taken to the end. And that does not give the right result. Emotion is the smell of consciousness. That is why your dreams can never be logically analyzed or concluded. Suddenly you will be sitting with somebody who you never want to see in your life, waking state, and having breakfast. Instead of breaking fast, you will be breaking your head. Listen. The natural law of human beings' waking state is called logic. The natural law of human beings' dream state is called emotion. Even the smell of the consciousness, which is emotion, if it intervenes a scene, interferes in a happening, your logical conclusions can't be arrived. Your logic loses its value, its stature, its status, its ability to answer why, who, what, when, where, how. You can never have an answer for why, when, where, what, how, why. You can never have an answer for why, when, where, what, how of the dream. Sigmund Freud is the biggest fraud who sold a big hypothetical a big fraudulent system of thinking to the world, which can never be questioned and which can never be proved. I have a shocking revelation to all of you. The scientific father of the disease ADHD, please understand, I always mentioned in my satsangs, most of the mental disorders are false diseases created. Now, Leon Eisenberg, scientific father of ADHD, just before the death, he is giving confession at the age of, I think, above 80. I was shocked to see that confession. He says, let me quote the exact word, ADHD is a fictitious disease. He says ADHD is a prime example of a fictitious disease. The scientific father of ADHD is uttering this word and is dead. ADHD is a fraud intended to justify starting children on a life of drug addiction. Dr. Edward C. Hamlin, founding member of the Royal College of General Practitioners, is making this statement. Understand, now it is too late. Already the human consciousness, human biomemories, human muscle memories have started believing the why, how, when, where, what of ADHD, and it has already become part of our system of thinking. What a great crime committed against humanity. I always insisted in my satsangs, if I was born in the West, I would have been branded as a hyperactive or indigo child or some name, and they would have given me the drug from the age of 1. From the age of 1, I would have been put on drugs. They are saying fictitious disease created with a fussy diagnostic methods. There are tons of articles about this fictitious disease, how they developed it. In whose hands are we? 24%. 24.4% of the money is used on promotion of the medicine. Only 13% is used for research and development to make sure the medicine is safe. Understand? Only 13% is used to make sure the medicine is safe. But 24%, almost double the amount, almost double, is used to push their medicine on the, I tell you, please understand, as an embodiment of the pure consciousness, I am telling you with all my integrity and authenticity, there is no such thing as mental disease can exist. Please understand, because mind is a liquid. It's a fluid. Only solid existence can have conflicts. Liquid existence can never have conflicts. Can water have a conflict with the vessel? Any vessel, it gets filled, it just fills itself. Understand? Concocted compositions of fears, compiled systematically and preached, is psychiatric and psychological disorders. Please understand. The psychopharmacology units all over the world, psychopharmacological units all over the world are made to believe by some vested interests if there is a delusion, instead of waking that person out of delusion, it is like listen, a person is sleeping and dreaming that he is being chased by a tiger, and he shouts, "Tiger, tiger, save me," in the dream, and he is blabbering even in his sleep. You are the person who is standing next to him and seeing. What you need to do? Just tap him and wake him up. That's all is the solution. I am not saying the primary delusion doesn't exist. There is primary delusion. But the solution is not as difficult as it is projected, told to us. Please understand, the solution kills more people than the disease. If this chemotherapy and other killing drugs are not there, people will be alive for more time with cancer than with medicine. Medicines kill more people than diseases. Listen. The internet has done such great good to humanity, human society. Some people are using it for bad, that is different. All these truths come out and reach to common men because of internet. I always feel grateful to Mahadeva. Mahadeva, you blessed me with parents who are completely unaware of all this stupidity. No, really. My mother has started little worried about the way I was growing up because the power I'll exhibit, whether it is physical or mental. But fortunately, she did not have any access to any of these psychiatric concepts. So she did not put me in any psychiatric medicine. Rather, she put me with the gurus and masters and temple. Actually, she used to be very relieved when she knows I'm gone to temple. I've gone to some swamis. I've gone to some of these masters. She tried to send me to school, which I am not ready. Neither I was ready, nor the school was ready to have me. Now, actually, the teachers used to feel so relieved when I escaped from the class. And I still remember one teacher, the moment I enter the class, purposely he will stand towards the blackboard and 5 minutes he will not turn, giving time and space for me to run away. Once the class leader boy, he said, Sir, this boy is running away. For that only I am turning the back. Why are you shouting? Keep quiet. Let him go. Because the questions I ask, they will never be able to answer. And they don't want to answer also. The field of the emotion can never be logically analyzed, organized, arranged. To understand that, you need a altogether different level of cognition. The level of cognition, the cognition which empowers you to experience emotion is called love. Listen. The cognition which empowers you to experience the law of the waking state is logic. The cognition which empowers you to experience the flow of the emotion is love. Other than love, nothing else can be useful to dissect, bisect, understand emotions. Sigmund Freud, the biggest fraud, he exploited the ignorance of human beings, knowing that the component of emotion cannot be logically analyzed and understood. And same way, if you develop a system to analyze logically the component of emotion, you can't disprove the system also. The gray area of neither can be proved nor can be disproved has been abused and misused, manipulated by Sigmund Freud. People who use the gray area. When you know law, if you are using the gray area, you are a criminal. If you know the field of emotion, dreams, mind, and you use the gray area, you are a criminal. If you know the science of consciousness, and if you use the gray area, that is the biggest conspiracy. I tell you, most authentic beings who never exploited the gray area of the consciousness and presented the truths as it is are Upanishadic rishis. Most of the founders of the religious organizations had powers, I am not denying. They had some experience of consciousness, but they used the gray area to establish their vested interests, using their knowledge and the people's ignorance of inability to disprove what they claim. The combination of all this was used to establish their vested interests. Here are the masters who don't even want to spell out their names. Rarely in conversation, if the names are spelled out by mistake, we have those few names. Other than that, nowhere they are ready to even declare their names. Even in those places, only the last name, that means the family name is available for us. Vyasa is the title, not the name. It is like a Swami. How you call me Swamiji? It's a title, not name. That much of apaurushyatva, that much of non-interference of the author or his vested interests. What a sacrifice. When I read the Upanishads, again and again I fall in love with rishis. The rishis who express these Upanishads. Every time I read, my eyes are filled with bliss tears and I am in love with them. A person of knowledge, please understand, a person who leads the army should never have fear even in the corner of his being. Because so many persons' courage is exploited by his courage. He can't have fear even in the corner of his being. He has awakened so many persons' courage and leading all of them, he has no right to have fear. An intellectual person can have fear, but never hypocrisy to exploit the gray zone, gray area. A person who leads the army has all the right to exploit the gray area. He has the right to do the guerrilla wars. He has the right for hypocrisy, but not for fear. An intellectual has a right to have fear, but never to exploit the gray area of knowledge. Some of the religious leaders, I won't name. If I name, tomorrow I may not be able to speak on Upanishads. I have done more damage to planet Earth by using the gray area of the consciousness zone. Sigmund Freud used the gray area of the emotional zone, where he developed a theory which can neither be proved right nor be proved wrong. As long as it can't be proved wrong, it can continue to exist. That is what is using the intellectual gray area. Same way, some of the founders of some of the religious organizations, when they got some powers, spiritual powers, by the conscious experiences, but not yet fully awakened and enlightened, used that gray area to establish their vested interests. Here are the rishis, the Vedic rishis. I tell you guys, if you are living Vedic tradition, please be proud about it. You are living unexploited, unmanipulated, unadulterated truth as your life. It is told to you as it is. Neither the disease is fictitious, nor the diagnosis is fussy methods. If you are screaming, seeing the tiger chasing you in your dream and asking for a help, the rishis just say, come on, wake up my son. They just wake you up, that's all. The system which empowers you in the waking state is logic. The system which empowers you in the emotion, dream state is love. The system which can empower you in conscious state is Advaita. Understand? All your emotions, if you handle it with love, I am giving you 100% guaranteed authentic word. All your emotional ups and downs, mood swings, handle it with love. It will just empower you and you will never have any disease related to mind. Your fear, your phobias, your depression, everything, handle it with love. You will just be free from all mental, psychological, psychiatric disorders. This one word, love, is the Sarva Roga Nivarani for anything mental, psychological, psychiatric disorders. You don't need to go through these fussy diagnosis methods. All the problems of consciousness, all the problems of consciousness can be handled just by the one principle, Advaita. Logic will not be useful in the field of emotion, and emotion will not lead you in the right level, right angle in the field of consciousness. That is why whenever you fall into the space of emotion, you lose your logic. When you fall into the space of consciousness, you lose your emotion. If your basic cognition is emotion, you lose all your logic. That is why it is called falling in love. Actually, it's not exactly love, it's kind of attachment, infatuation. When you are infatuated, attached, all your logic disappears. When you are coming in touch with the Advaitic space, all your emotion disappears. Advaitis should live sannyas. Sannyas itself does not lead to Advaita. Understand? First become an Advaiti, Jivan Mukta. Then sannyas will be successful. Then sannyas is possible. Otherwise you will start developing attachment to your stupid kamandalu, water pot. I have seen sannyasis who left everything. They dropped attachment to everything. But their kamandalus they can't leave. That water pot. Listen. If your cognition moves to Advaita, automatically you go beyond logic and emotion. I just can't control my celebrative mood when I read even one verse of Upanishad. What a beauty! Beauty in words, grace in organizing the sounds. Never there was so much of beauty expressed in words or the grace organized in sounds. Purnamata Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Just by repeating this one line, I can give up my body. Nothing else is required. Nothing else is required. This one verse was made available to me in my human body is enough. This human body has achieved what it needs to achieve. This one sacred sentiment, the one sacred truth is revealed to me is enough. This human body is useful. It is used more than it can be used. Now it has reached its fulfillment. Anything further, if it is alive, it is a bonus. The cognition, when that gets centered on consciousness, life is love, laughter, joy, and life itself. Let us now understand how to make our cognition centered on this sacred truth. The whole comes from whole and be established in the whole and gets back to whole, and even during this whole process, it remains as whole. How can we align our cognition to it? As I said, Mathematically, you can never understand this verse. Mathematically, you can't say 2 comes out of 2 and stays as 2 and goes back to 2. Even after that, it remains as 2. No. That is why the concept of zero, no brain was able to conceive other than the Rishi's brain. I am revealing the next Akashic records. Please listen. Listen, I am revealing the Akashic records. When the concept of zero itself was revealed, the consciousness of the Rishi was the whole was the value of the zero, not nothingness. Please listen. Infinity was the definition of zero by the Upanishadic Rishis. But the logic mind which received these understandings was not able to comprehend. So they made that as nothingness. Shunya means sa anya. There is nothing other than. This exists is shunya. Sa anya. Nothing other than this exists means anything you call it as anya, inclusive of that is shunya. Listen. Sa anya. Anything you call it as other, including all that is shunya. Zero of Indian rishis is not zero of Western mathematicians. Zero of the Indian rishis is not the zero of Western mathematicians. Unfortunately, the zero which got delivered here, traveled there and came back with a new interpretation, become part of our thinking system. In further satsangs, I will reveal more and more details of applying the original zero of the Vedic rishis into our logic, love and conscious cognitions. This one understanding, zero is not nothingness, it is infinity. Zero is not nothingness, it is infinity. This one statement, if this one cognition is digested into your system, if this one truth becomes your cognition, your whole life will take a new turn. You will not believe anymore the stupid theories of you are going to have death or destruction, the stupid theories of one life concepts, all that will disappear. How can you have one life? How can life have one life? You can have one body at a time, that is accepted. How can life have only one life? Then are you just body? Then after the life leaves, the body should be functioning. Then if suddenly body is not functioning, then something is leaving. What leaves? How can that have only one body? If that is only one body, then it should not be leaving it. Tons and tons of stupid cognitions you are carrying will melt down. Tons and tons of stupid beliefs you are carrying will melt down with this one sacred truth. Zero is not nothingness, zero is infinity. Shunya, as it was discovered, Shunya, as it was spelled out by the rishis, did not mean nothingness, it meant infinity. Sa anya means anything you call it as anya, all that put together is shunya. Na anya, nothing other than, is different. Sa anya, anything you think or understand or feel as anya is all put together. Means the possibility for the other to exist does not exist in shunya. Because anything you say other, we say already we have included, that is why it is shunya. I am not disagreeing. Primarily there is a problem in human beings, but I am not agreeing to any of these psychiatric, psychological, fussy diagnostic methods and the cures. I wanted all my Gurukul kids who are already there and who are going to come, thousands and thousands, to take up the field of psychology, psychiatric, and tell the truth to the world by dedicating their life to that field and expose that field to the world. I feel sometimes it will be really nice if I have a PhD on the field of psychology, because my words will be taken more seriously. And I'll get it. I'll get it. I'm not against the doctors, psychiatric doctors and psychological the doctors, practitioners. No, I'm not against. All I am telling you is even you are deluded. The lie is sold to you, even to you it is being sold. I'll continue on the Upanishads. I'll continue the music started by Mahadeva in his Rudra Veena. In his intense silence, I'll continue to hum, at least as a background chorus voice of Mahadeva's beautiful songs, these Upanishads. Today, the Uttaranga of Brahmotsava, third day, Tepotsavam, and the day of Kopuja, Mattu Pongal, Anandanandi, Dinotsava, and as Vedic community is a agriculture based community, as our civilization is agriculture based civilization, all over the India, please understand, Makara Sankranti is not something special to Tamil Nadu, it is all over the India. They celebrate this Makara Sankranti, thanking Surya, who is the source of life for agriculture lifestyle, and thanking all the animals supporting agriculture, not just cow and bull Even goats, all the animals are revered, respected today, loved. Gratitude is shown to them. Today we have the Mattu Pongal celebration of the Go-Puja in our Goshala, and Singapore, Madeline's baby. Blessings for Madeline and your baby. You can do the Annaprasnam, blessings. You can feed the child with the solid food. My presence will be there. I am with you. Blessings. Blessings to the baby. Singapore is keeping deities beautifully. Deities are very happy. Blessings to all the devotees. And especially the puja team. Deities are very happy. You guys have to just quickly get the Prabhavali and Bhogamurti. That's all. And start the worship regularly. Blessings. Oh, Prem Tirtha is Pujari. Blessings to Pujari. Blessings. When people are happy seeing the beauty of deities, deities are also happy. See, just to see the joy in your eyes only, I am wearing all these snake, all these jewelries. Otherwise, what will I do with all this? But when I see joy in your eyes, I feel joy. When I see you are enjoying, I am enjoying. It is for you to enjoy, because you are enjoying, I am enjoying it. Otherwise, I myself have no enjoyment. That is why all these stupid fellows who are criticizing me for my wardrobe were shocked. One day, suddenly I declared, all right, I took the Madhurayadinam responsibility. I am not going to wear any more color dresses other than this cloth. They were shocked. How can he give up just like that? We don't have now any material to criticize him. Because they were constantly criticizing, oh, he wears all color clothes, he dresses up himself, all that. Suddenly one day I declared, no more color dresses, only I'll use this color, because I took the responsibility of Madhurayadinam. Because I myself never have any attachment to any of that. You enjoy, I say, all right, you enjoy, I enjoy. For the sake of devotees, come on. That's it. So deities are also very happy when devotees enjoy their beauty. When devotees are happy seeing their beauty, they are also happy. That's all. My blessings to all you guys. Real Upanishadic Satsang feels like every day I am delivering the fulfillment of delivering a baby, delivering life. With this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful. नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्ति भक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the visitors, viewers, devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Kartas, Shrimahans, Mahans, Tanedar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Nityananda Yogam participants, Nityananda Hindu University students, Nityananda E-Gurukul students, everyone sitting with us through Nityananda TV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Enlighten app, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter, and two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today, first thing I want to do, I want to thank all the people showering their support, showering their love, gratitude, feeling connection on me and the Sangha from all over the world. Unexpected, unknown corners of the world. People I never met personally, even from those people from all over the world. The support is pouring. I sincerely thank all of you. Shri Mohan Kumarji, advocate from Kerala. I thank you personally for the support. And Payal Rohatji, I want to thank you once more for sticking your neck out, standing up for me, knowing that many are going to troll you, attack you, for standing up for me. Hats off to your strength and the way you stand for the truth. Thank you. Sincerely, I want to thank you. From all corners, I have a long list of people who are uploading their videos in support. If you send the link to registrar@kailasa.org, we will present it to the world through our social media platform also. That's the only request I have. All the people who are sending their support, please send the link to email registrar@kailasa.org. Understand, not viewership, not just viewership, subscribers have increased 300% more, 3 times more. All of you should know, people clicking out of curiosity is different, subscribing is different. So, I just want to thank everyone for all the support from all over the world. let me enter into today's revelations from Kailasa. Today's Paramashiva Jnana, Paramashiva Vijnana. As I said, Paramashiva Jnana means the knowledge. Paramashiva Vijnana means making that knowledge into practical experience, reality. I was explaining last few days about pure power, Paramashiva, and pure power embodying and manifesting as Ishvara Shakti, force. Understand, please understand, I wanted to tell one line I received from Annamalai Swamigal. I still vividly remember. He's one of the greatest guru, inspired, influenced my life. Understand? I had various levels of support, like a acharya who gave knowledge and gurus who gave experiences. Of course, the ultimate guru, Paramashiva himself, came as Arunagiri Yogishwara and blessed. That is next level altogether. In my life, I can comfortably place Arunagiri Yogishwara as the ultimate. That is no doubt. The next, the gurus. In that list, surely I will place Annamalai Swamigal because the important role he played in my life. One of the beautiful one line I got from him once. Day, அன்புல தான் உயிர் ஊருண்டா உடம்புல. I'll translate. Only by love, life force will start radiating or manifesting in the body. Understand? What I am going to explain now is the chemistry of Ishvara Shakti, pure power Paramashiva, embodying and manifesting as Ishvara Shakti, pure force, pure power manifesting as pure force. We can use better word like ultimate power manifesting as ultimate force. He made a beautiful statement. Annamalai Swamigal and me is a very, very sweet, intimate relationship. See, whoever calls me in singular treats me like their son or grandson. That is what I call as very sweet, intimate relationship. Annamalai Swamigal was born in the community I am also born and brought up. So that each community has its own slang. In Tamil Nadu, each community has its own slang. So in that slang, he used to address me, "Day." That is a way the son, grandson, the kids are addressed. Let me explain this chemistry of pure power manifesting as pure force, Ishvara Shakti. Actually, if you understand this chemistry, you can solve everything in your life practically. Some people are putting the comments in the social media. I was brought and presented. I myself not dealing anything and not communicating anything, just they were trying to present and ask me to answer the questions. Somebody asked that, why are you not solving your problems? Understand very clearly, I am solving. I am solving. Actually, after so many attacks on me in multi-level, assassination, lawfare, hate speech, in multi-level, not only now I mastered this whole science, I have also gained a deep insights on human mind and collective mind, and how the opinions are molded, how the opinion creators react and act, how a Hindu organizations and Hindu gurus are attacked, why they are attacked, who all withstand the attacks and survive the attacks, who all get collapsed, destroyed. This whole thing last 20 years, I've almost mastered by the, of course, first and foremost reason is Paramashiva and Parashakti protecting me, Kalabhairava protecting me continuously with their grace and blessings. I've almost mastered this whole thing. That is why continuously I am only solving the issues, solving the problems. Understand? Today I'll tell you exactly the chemistry of pure Parama Shakti, the ultimate power becoming ultimate force, manifesting as ultimate force. And also tell you the secret. Everything I learned in last 20 years of my public life, facing multiple crises, attacks, from actually the recorded first public attack on me with evidence available is 2003. Then various years and levels. And in 2003, I had the fortune of guided personally by Tiruchi Swamigal, my godfather. I should say very comfortably, with a lot of respect and happiness, I will place him as one of my guru and godfather. Not only he will address me in singular day, he has some 5-6 words for me. Sometimes he will say, Mudaliyar Pere. That was the way he used to address me before I took sannyas. Then he will say, okay, now you are a Swami, na? All right. And sometimes he will use the word Tambudu. And I think that word Tambudu may be a very intimate word to call younger brother in maybe in Telugu and Tamil slang together. So he had many words to intimately address. I'll elaborately describe listen intensely this ultimate power, Paramashiva, manifesting as ultimate force, Ishvara Shakti in all of us. This can really help you to solve every issue in your life, from health to relationship to manifesting wealth, enlightenment, everything. Because enlightenment is nothing but your relationship with Paramashiva, that's all. The trust level between you and your Guru, when it reaches to the maximum, ultimate, you can relax, fall into his space, in a comfortable way. That's all. Nothing else is required. Nothing else is required. You are enlightened. You are living enlightenment. Doubt is the lowest level of existence. It's almost like a shrinking, suffocating. Trust is the highest way of existing. Literally living like Paramashiva. Living as Paramashiva. Trust is not emotion, mental setup. It is force manifesting. Power manifesting as force manifests as trust inside you. When the power hits your Anandagandha, it flourishes as trust and expresses as force. Parashakti hits your Anandagandha, manifests as Parama Bhakti, and oozes out as Ishvara Shakti. It's a joy component of existence. It's a joy component of existence. I'm telling you. Ultimate powerfulness you feel inside only will express as non-violent reactions and responses to any situation. And I tell you, as long as we are powerful and we respond and react only from non-violent space, the powerfulness expressing as non-violence, extreme love, we win the game. Listen carefully. I wanted to tell our whole Sangha, all my devotees, followers, listen to this one advice carefully. During all these attacks, crisis, hate speech, lawfare, all my disciples and my followers should react only in one way. Enriching, enriching, enriching means you can explain our side facts, figures, truths, and go on enriching. Do not try to hurt. No violence. Absolute non-violence. Ahimsa. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. I have studied and internalized, understood by the grace of Paramashiva, Parashakti, Kalabhairava, multiple levels of attacks done on multiple Hindu gurus, Hindu organizations, and faced so much in my own life. I think I can very comfortably utter this word. I may not say most, I can at least say one of the most persecuted, attacked guru or persecution attempted. One of the most attacked guru, Hindu guru. I can comfortably place myself in that position, non-controversial. At least this statement can be non-controversial. I may not want to say that most attacked, because then they will create controversy. How can you say most attacked? Okay. One of the most attacked Hindu gurus. With all my experience I got from my gurus and analysis, I have done a lot of social analysis and the grace of Paramashiva and Kalabhairava. Of course, Kalabhairava has given me little understandings. Paramashiva has given me little knowledge to analyze, organize the information in the breadth level and depth level, where you have to generalize, where you have to specialize. In both level, that is what in Hindu tradition we have something called Sankhya, multi-dimensional logic. Logic need to be used to generalize and specialize, both. Much of our suffering is where we need to generalize, we try to specialize. Where we need to specialize, we try to generalize. That's where the whole problem is. But Paramashiva's grace, and he has given me that Sankhya, multi-dimensional logic to understand where I have to generalize and where I have to specialize and look into the situations. He has given me the blessings to understand with all my experience, knowledge, expertise, and analysis and personal experience, what I went through and our Sangha went through. With all this, I give you this understanding. Please take it. I am sharing this understanding for all my disciples and followers. If other Hindu organizations and Hindus wanted to understand this, I'll be happy to share. Please have it. One thing I want to tell you. After thoroughly studying, analyzing, I realized one thing. Almost 99.99999% the attacks on Hindu gurus, Hindu organizations, that primary crime does not happen. Means the crime about which they are accused does not happen. It never happened. Even the people who are accusing, they know the crime has not happened. Then why they accuse? Just to shake So if people are agitated, angry, reacting, when they react out of anger and powerlessness, they will do the crime. That is when the whole problem starts. Understand? The people who are attacking, they also know the primary crime has not happened. The primary crime, when I say primary crime, that the main crime about which they are accusing that guru or that organization, that has not happened. But they are doing it so that people will react with anger, and they will lose their balance. When they react, they may commit crimes, then we can catch them. That is what is the expectation of the people who are persecuting. Understand very clearly. I am very clearly telling all my disciples, you can only explain, enrich. If we don't have enough bandwidth to explain and enrich, tell them, please wait. Give us little time. We are explaining to one by one, enriching one by one. We will come back to you. But never violently react. No. Understand one thing. During this crisis, during these attacks, if you react violently, that is what is the real crime. Then the gang which is trying to finish you off gets the fodder, material. Understand? See, it is your violent reaction is the problem, not anything else. I always made sure neither me nor Sangha does any violent reaction. Understand very clearly. You should, all my disciples, you can only explain and enrich. You can always legally protect yourself. Do only what is legally right and legally protect yourself. Never give up your rights. Legally protect yourself. Legally defend yourself. Never give up your rights. And third important thing, never powerlessly react. For example, if a celebrity or an important media person or a guru or a politician, they make an abusive statement about us during these times, be very clear, they are ill-informed, they are misinformed. Don't think they are our enemy. They are not our enemy. They are just ill-informed, misinformed. So either send the right informations to them or try to reach out to them through social media, some way, asking for time to explain our side story. Always go for presenting our side story, informing them properly, explaining and enriching. Never react and try to hit at them or try to use words against them, try to do something foolish. If you try to do something foolish like trying to criticize them, use strong words against them, you are making a permanent enemy. Understand? A temporary misunderstanding should never be converted into permanent enmity. And one more thing, we should all know, many of the celebrities, whether political field, religious field, or any field, when they grow up, many people support them, help them. Any one of them would have asked, hey, make a statement about this. then what they will do? They don't have time to thoroughly study all material. They would have just, you brief me what I am supposed to say. Then they will just make one or two statements. We should not make enemies due to the temporary, ill-informed, misinformed, less informed statements from people. Understand this. Immediately don't try to make a memes, because you can make a memes. These memes, moms are the problems. Wait. Keep quiet. Make memes only to explain our side. Enrich our side. Absolute non-violence and responding only from powerfulness. That is the first and foremost fundamental way to exist. That's a way to receive the Parashakti and manifest as Ishvara Shakti. Listen. I've always seen when a guru or his sangha is attacked, if you don't react with violence, powerlessness, anger, and if you react with a stability, understanding, if you respond with a love, non-violence, in 1 or 2 days, whole world understands this accusation is false. Understand, one great thing in the modern day, the social media has done is, it has made people hear both side stories. See, the opinion making is no more monopolized. The capitalistic trend in the field of information sharing, the chronic capitalism has lost its hold. Many of the news agencies are facing a meltdown because they are not able to keep sensationalizing attitude permanently. Social media has made the information sharing field as democratic. It has become democratic. Just if you have a 5,000 rupees cell phone, you can take any photo, video and put your opinions and upload, and people start listening to your side story. The decision makers have started listening both side stories. Social media has done a great good to the world. The information sharing has become democratic. It is no more under the hands of chronic capitalists. You don't need a huge setups, infrastructures. And just because you invested so much money and made already huge infrastructures, OB vans, televising stations, satellite channels, all that, you can't go on be lying. It is all over. Those period is over. It's all over. People have started analyzing. People have started understanding. So be very clear, you do not need to be violent. You do not need to be angry. Just be purely loving. And I want to tell you one more thing. If you are very loving and cool, you can work more number of hours. You can peacefully explain to people one by one and go on enriching people one by one, I tell you. Somebody asked head of a big car company, why you don't put ads about your car in the television channel? That guy said, oh, my car is so costly. People are sitting and watching television, can't afford to buy my car. Only the two rich people can buy my car. Those people will not have time to sit and watch television. It's a very important understanding. You need to understand this. Listen. See, in those days, if somebody is lean, thin, we used to tell, oh, maybe poor guy. See, poverty is so lean and thin. But nowadays, if somebody is too fat and obese, big belly, we should say, oh, poor guy, I think he eats cheap food. See how poor he is, so fat. Understand? In those days, if somebody is lean and thin, we say, oh, poor guy, see how lean and thin he is. Maybe he's lower middle class person. But nowadays, if somebody is too heavy, big belly, fat, I think he's a real poor guy. Eats all the cheap food and becomes shit bag. So the definition of poverty is different now. Rich people are no more huge. Maybe they are rich and don't have knowledge or intelligence about the body. Or don't have time to maintain the body. Anyhow, listen to this great truth. Do not get agitated or react just because somebody is making a statement. Don't attack them back or make a strong statement. Try to tell our side story. Enrich them. They may be ill-informed, misinformed, less informed. They may not be our enemies, but you violently reacting, you make them as enemies. It becomes like a permanently you make them as enemies. Don't. I have seen multiple times. Some gurus, some celebrities, they are forced to make a statement against me. Some devotees, due to their social pressure, family pressure, they are forced to keep themselves a little away from me. You should not be angry. Understand that. There are some people, during this crisis, no other way. They have to remove the Kantamala and keep it out. That does not mean they have removed me from their heart and kept out. Just keep quiet. Wait. Don't immediately accuse them. Oh, they dropped Swamiji and went away. No, wait. People have to live in society. It's not that everyone is living inside Kailasa. So have patience. Don't be violent. Be non-violent. Consider the people's difficulties. Wait for few days and slowly explain and enrich and get them back. I am not saying don't do anything. I am only saying don't react in violence, powerlessness, anger. If you don't have violence, powerlessness and anger, you can work for longer number of hours. Explain details. Understand one thing. Like how this car company CEO made the statement, oh, people sitting and watching TV will not be able to afford to buy my car. So I don't put ads about my car in the TV. Same way, people who do not do research to listen to both sides can never become my disciple, my followers. Understand? If they are not ready to give their ears to you or listen to our side story, don't worry. They are never going to achieve anything great in their life. All great achievements come by a person who is ready to understand, analyze everything thoroughly. I want my devotees and the whole Sangha to understand this. Have tremendous patience. I am not saying keep quiet, just sleep off. No. Explain with a lot of patience. Enrich with a lot of patience. How I am doing every time. Beyond this, if somebody is fully poisoned and they are out and out to attack, don't bother. Kalabhairava is protecting us. Don't bother about that. Understand? We are not that weak. So all we need to do not react out of anger and violence, do something stupid. Even during the crisis where these people were trying to eliminate us, that gang, it's actually a this gang, even during the time when they had my body under their control, they tried to burn me alive inside my own quarters, the kutia, along with my brahmacharis. By the grace of Paramashiva and Kalabhairava was protecting us, and of course Kalabhairava is protecting us because Kalabhairava protected us and we saved my body, and then they tried to do this effigy burning, making a body like me and then burning everywhere and all that kind of just to agitate devotees, instill anger, violence. So devotees will react out of anger and they can create more stories and attack the Sangha more. And I said one thing very clearly. Even if you are beaten, attacked, protect yourself only legally. Do not react. Do not respond violently. Do not respond anything illegal. Always protect yourself only legally. Legal. Non-violent way. Because they are waiting for fodder. Understand one thing. Our main lifestyle should not be changed by their attacks. For example, you open a shop to sell Bhagavad Gita. Somebody comes and smokes a cigarette and puts fire to your shop. You run and get a fire extinguisher and put the fire off. That is the intelligent thing. protect yourself and continue to sell the Bhagavad Gita. If you become angry, agitated, violent, and not just putting out the fire and go and put the fire extinguisher on everybody who is smoking, your whole life course, lifestyle will become different. That is victory for them. Don't do that. Understand? See, people are attacking us. They are trying their best to stop what I am doing. 20 years now. Every morning religiously sitting and going on talking what I want to talk. The course of my life, my lifestyle could not be altered or changed by these attackers. That is my success. Understand? From 2000, we have video records. From 2000, we have started video recording. The evidence, video records of my satsangs. Now it is 2019. 20 years. Comfortably, I can say one of the Hindu gurus who has spoken large number of hours. If we place all the Hindu gurus who have spoken large number of hours and list it out, surely I'll be in one of them. "20 years, all kinds of attacks, nothing could shake my core purpose of life. I go on, download the Paramashiva Vijnana and go on sharing with the world. Either you listen or don't listen, criticize or abuse or attack or get enlightened. I am doing my job. That is my success. Understand? Because I never reacted violently. Sometimes die, do. Then after that, சரி வேலையை பாரு, உட்றா அடுத்த வேலையை பாரு. நம்ம வேலையை செய்வோம் பாப்பா, உடப்பா. That's all. Die. What can be done? Ramakrishna used to say that snake can maximum hiss to defend itself, but it should not bite. That's all. Like that only. I. என்ன பண்ற பாரு, I do it. சரி அடுத்த வேலையை பாரு. That's all. Let's do the next class, next program, next satsang, next initiation. That's it. The attackers, people who are attacking us, people who have enmity on us, for them full-time job is attacking, having vengeance. But for us, that is not full-time job. That is not our lifestyle. Reacting, responding, enmity, anger, violence, that is not our lifestyle. That is not our purpose. Our purpose is peaceful life and teaching enlightenment, contributing. So just protect yourself legally, explain your side story, defend yourself, go on enriching people, and start doing your enlightenment work. That's all. சும்மா ஒரு 2-3 பஞ்சு டயலாக விட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் வேலையை பாருப்பா. அதான் சொல்லியாச்சுல பஞ்சு டயடா, நான் சாமியார் இல்லடா சாமிடா எல்லாம் சொல்லிவிட்டோம் இல்ல. அடுத்து வேலையை பாரு, அவ்வளவுதான். என்லைட்டன்மெண்ட்டை பாரு. 4 பேருக்கு ஏதாவது சொல்லி கொடுப்போம், உருப்படுற வேலையை கவனிப்போம். தட்ஸ் ஆல் இஸ் லைஃப். We gave you punch dialogue. Next, do the work. That's it. Understand? See, people who are attacking us, they know the signs of agitating us. How a person will be agitated. If we get agitated over, then they will plan how our life course will be. If you don't get agitated and be non-violent, loving, peaceful, they will not have power over you. This is the fundamental truth you need to know. If you get agitated over, then they know how to make you react. And once you react, they know how to build the next story. Suddenly somebody is telling, I am not even a Hindu. ஐயோ என்னடா இது, பெரிய தலைவலியா போச்சே. பொறப்பே தப்புன்றானுங்களே, இது என்னடா பண்றது? சரி, ஓடி 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 தேடி பார்த்தா கடைசியில என் பர்த் சர்டிபிகேட்டே இல்ல. என்ன பண்றது? Somebody started telling, I am not even a Hindu. I thought, oh God, what to do now? How to prove? Because no, in my village, where I am born, it was a small clinic kind of a place where they do the delivery. And I don't know how to tell that small clinic did not record my birth. There is no notebook or there is no written record of my birth. I am not born. Of course, spiritually I am neither born nor die. But now what to do? We have only one, that Jataka Patram, where the nakshatra and tithi and month is documented. And the funny thing is, in Hindu system, that nakshatra and tithi will come in 2 days. So you do not know this day or that day. Sometimes the same nakshatra will come in the same month 2 times. So you do not know first time or second time. Hare, what to do? Finally, we will have to pull out. When they went and put me in the school, the local village school, they gave some date of birth and they gave parents' name and the parents' religion and that community. That all we have to pull out and say, hey, I am a Hindu only. All right. Understand, any violent reaction is a fodder for the people who are trying to dismantle or destroy the Sangha. Be absolutely non-violent. When you respond, react, explain, enrich. Sincerely trust good side of the people. Let us trust everyone deserves explanation, not reaction. Whether it is some celebrity making statement against us, or a devotee keeping the Kandamala inside, anyone needs enriching, explanation. No violent reaction, no violent response. And I am telling you, in any Sangha, the Hindu Gurus organizations, Hindu organizations, this conspirators gang, they stay as a two gang. One gang stays inside, one gang stays outside. From outside, the gang attacks. And inside the gang, this gang also reacts and does violent things, giving fodder to the outside gang. That is when the whole Sangha is pulled down, destroyed, because the Sangha gets the bad name of the infiltrators, bad actions, wrong actions staying inside the Sangha. Fortunately, Kalabhairava is protecting me and Sangha. We are all given intelligence, right knowledge by Paramashiva and Kalabhairava that we should only do non-violent, only proper legal actions and reactions. Ahimsa and non-violent actions and reactions. Understand, if you are non-violent, non-agitated, only legally protecting yourself, legally defending yourself, all these attacks are not even 2-3 days. Chari, panchayathu mudinchi kilambu. சொல்லிவிட்டல்ல, போ பஞ்சாயத்து முடிஞ்சு கிளம்பு அவ்வளவுதான், நத்திங் எல்ஸ். If you react violently with anger, that is when the whole problem starts. That is when the society, everyone takes negative view. So do not react with anger, with violence. Protect yourself legally. Defend yourself legally. Don't give up your legal rights. I am telling you. See, I don't want to name any specific organizations or gurus' names because I don't want to get into this, whether the judgment delivered on them is right, wrong, all these controversies. I don't want to get in. But I have thoroughly studied national, international Hindu gurus, organizations, multiple successful, failure, looking successful externally but failure internally. There are organizations, large, looking very successful externally, but internally there is no ideology, there is no inspiration, there is no setta bambu, sotta pasanga. Same way there are some organizations. Just because they reacted, they have been destroyed. The primary crime was not committed. The crime about which they have been accused, their guru was accused, was not committed. But due to their reaction violently, they are destroyed. So I am making it very clear as a strategy. Understand? This is the chemistry of receiving Parashakti and manifesting Ishvara Shakti. Power becoming force. Love is the space. Power becoming force. You understand this? Paramashiva is love. Power Ganga he receives and makes it as force Ganga Nadi. How Paramashiva receives the wild Ganga Devi and makes it as a beautiful Ganga river. Receive Paramashakti, Parashakti, and manifest as Ishvara Shakti. Ultimate power. Receive the ultimate power with pure love and manifest as pure force. Any guru, organization did not react violently, did not react powerlessly, did not react angrily, nobody was able to destroy them. Nobody was able to destroy them. Understand, whatever we lose when we are beaten, attacked, all these we will rebuild it just like that. Don't worry. Don't suffer. People send messages, they put it in even the social media, Swamiji, because of this attack, we lost that ashram, this temple, this one, that one. Don't worry. We can rebuild all of it just like that. What is temple? When somebody's heart becomes temple, they manifest temple. That's all. Go on enriching and make more and more hearts as temple. Attackers will be successful if you become agitated. Never get agitated. That is the way to fail the attackers. Especially devotees get agitated when somebody says, he's not a Hindu, and when somebody goes and does Shraddha to me. Somebody did Shraddha to me earlier. And that guy does not know I am a sannyasi. I have already given Shraddha to me. All of you should need to know that before we take sannyas, before the Viraja Homa, we do the Swashraddha. Means Shraddha is done to us. We do Shraddha to all our elders, parents, everyone, and finish, and then do Shraddha for ourselves. And then take sannyas. Only then we do Viraja Homa and take sannyas. That guy does not know I have already done Shraddha for me. He does not need to do for me. Later on, he repented for what he did. All that is different. We should not react. The same guy who did Shraddha to me publicly went and fell at the feet of my Murti, not even my physical form, to my deity he fell at the feet and asked for apology. So that is the way life goes. Understand one thing. I don't want to name but this is a fact. You should know very clearly. If you don't react, you will not make permanent enemies. All these temporary mood swings will settle down. The people who make statement against us may be ill-informed, misinformed. When you react out of anger, powerlessness, the whole course of your life gets diluted. And to defend your powerless reaction, violent reaction, your whole life will be sucked and destroyed. Never ever get into that, what you call, the vicious circle, the snowballing effect. No. If you are angry, agitated, guilty, powerless, not able to digest, just unclutch and sit in your room, chant Mahavagya, have a cup of coffee, talk to my Atmamurti, do all this or any one of this. But never react when you are angry. Never commit when you are lusty. Never react when you are angry. Kala Bhairava is protecting us. Be very clear. When this gang tried to attack us, they also planned two gang only. One gang inside, one gang outside. So from outside gang will attack. Inside gang will do lot of crimes and make evidences, false evidences for the accusations and all that. And then inside gang representing organization will do violent things. So the organization can be pulled down. That's what they planned. But Kala Bhairava's grace, Kala Bhairava, Paramashiva, protecting us, Mahakala Bhairava protecting us. Kala Bhairava is protecting me and the Sangha so beautifully. He did not allow this to happen. He made sure their plan collapses and me and Sangha is protected. Beautifully Kala Bhairava did and doing his job. I am telling you, I have thoroughly studied internationally and nationally how Hindu organizations attacked, brought down, and what kind of organizations can never be brought down. How many ever times you attack them? Hey, அண்ணாமலை மேல கல் எடுத்து அடிச்சானா? ஏடா மலை மேல கல் அடிச்சா மலை வளர்ந்துட்டு தானடா போகும். லூசாடா, என்னடா பண்றது? Anyhow, what to do? If you throw stone at Arunachala, the Arunachala hill is only going to grow with more stones. Somebody thinks, oh, by throwing stones at Arunachala, they will try to do something harm to Arunachala. They are fools. Be like Arunachala. Nothing can disturb you. "20 years. Nobody is able to stop the work I am doing continuously. This is what is the proof. Paramashiva is protecting us. Mahakala Bhairava is protecting us. Every morning I come and sit. You come and sit. I talk. You listen. I guide. You meditate. You get initiated. Manifest powers. This goes on and on and on. And I also wanted to tell you the next Atmalinga initiation. Before that, Atmalinga will reach all the ashrams, centers, temples. New people also can come and attend those 2 days program and get initiated. And already initiated people can come and collect their Atmalinga. Both can be done. And we will start doing Atmalinga initiation once in 15 days. Reach out more and more people. Let's do good work. That's all. Any strategy comes from extreme peaceful state will be successful. Essence of today's satsang. Love is the pure strategy to receive Parashakti, ultimate power, and manifest as Ishvara Shakti, ultimate force. This is the essence of today's satsang. And I also want to invite everyone to come and receive Atmalinga in nearest to your ashram centers. Send an email, registrar at kailasa.org to receive free Atmalinga. Atmalinga is the crystal Shivalinga made as per the Vedas and Agamas. Angushta Matra Purushaha. Upanishad says the pure consciousness is the thumb size, resides in your being, Atma. That exactly in that shape, the Atma Linga is made in Spatika, pure Spatika, which is the Spatika is the Kailasa space. When it is converted into matter, material, it becomes Spatika. So, out of Kailasa matter, the Atma Linga is done as described by Vedas, and Sri Yantra is carved as per the Agamas, energized and given to all of you as a gift. You are free to register for the Atmalinga process, to have the initiation. So now I'll start the meditation process. Today's powerful cognition is sit with a deep love, receive Paramashiva, ultimate power, and manifest as Ishvara Shakti, ultimate force. Sit with this powerful cognition and meditate. Now, chant the Mahavagya intensely.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. I bless you all to manifest state, space, powers, being and superconsciousness of Paramashiva. I am seeing a lot of responses and questions from all over the world. Message from Chaya Bharadwaj. It was very practical, helps not only in how we deal with the issue facing Sangha, but also in our day-to-day life dealing when such situations arise. Other than this, it is unfortunate that even when Swamiji is advising, instead of listening, people engage with abusers on Facebook and are constantly having dialogue with them. I wanted to make it very clear, not only to Chaya Bharadwaj, to everyone. All my followers, all my disciples, whoever listens to me, please understand, only do explanation and enriching. Do not get involved into violent conversation or violent debate or violent argument. See, all our side story, facts, figures, truths, everything is presented in our websites, in our official channels. Share this with people. First, you understand the whole thing and share this with people. Enrich them, explain to them. I am not saying completely withdraw and run away. No. I am only saying explain, enrich, no violence. Absolute non-violence, explanation and enriching. I have seen this in my life with Sri Rangaraj Pandey. Extremely non-violent, no non-opinionated, straightforward, embodiment of integrity. I call him Nermayin Vadivam in Tamil. Sri Rangaraj Pandey is the embodiment of integrity. See, in Hindu tradition, we say, when you are debating, your body should not increase, the heat should not increase. The heat should not raise in your body. That is the way the Shankara and Mandana Mishra debated. The Ubaya Bharati, Parashakti, Saraswati, Sringeri Sharada Devi, she was the judge. Sharada Devi, she says, whoever loses their powerfulness, they allow the anger and heat temperature of the body increase, then the garland they are wearing will wither away due to the heat. Whose garland does not wither away, he will be declared as a winner because he was able to be powerful and stable in his experience. Understand? Whenever you have the experience of Sankhya, the right logic, you will be able to be stable without letting the heat or the anger, powerlessness happening in your life. I have experienced practically this with Rangaraj Pandey. He's a most stable person, straightforward, and no violence. And really, I wanted to have a live interview with Sri Rangaraj Pandey. Soon, when I am able to have the logistics ready, we will have live interview. I pray to Villibuttur Andal, my mother, Andal Tayar. One day we will have physically live interview having the Andal's Prasadam Akkara Vadisal and Palgova from Villibuttur and have lunch together and have live interview. I pray to Andal. Soon that will become reality. Kala Bhairava is protecting me and the Sangha. So naturally, soon all these problems will settle down and we will meet and have a live interview, having lunch with the prasadam of Andal Tayar from Sri Villibuttur. I am enjoying the questions, videos, responses, supports from multiple corners. I'll continue to respond to everyone in satsangs. Whenever I have dialogue with Sri Rangaraj Pandey, I never feel he is an opposite person, questioning me, poking me. I feel that he is putting the right questions which can bring the truth out of me, which can make me explain the deepest truths and reality. It's a joy to spend time with Sri Rangaraj Pandey ji. It's an extreme joy. Hope Villibuttur Andal Tayar gives us the opportunity soon to spend time together and have breakfast or lunch and have a live interview with Andal's Prasadam Akkara Vadisalum Palgovavum with Tayar Prasadam. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.